Okay, so basically I'm a bass player. I've been playing since 1992, 18, almost going on 19 years very soon. And after trying and trying and trying and practicing and practicing and practicing for many years, I've come to accept that it's likely that I'll never really be able to improvise in jazz like a jazz player is expected to, even on average. Let's not even speak about the greats. Why? Okay. The improviser's bass method. Little book has 218 pages. Okay, just in the first two chapters, especially the second one, where he goes into just basic triads and arpeggios and basic major and minor scales, nothing even extremely too fancy. And there are, of course, you need to master those scales to a level. You know, it's not merely knowing da 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 da. That's only the kindergarten version of that. If you want to be a jazz player, you have to master the scales and the arpeggios within them to the point where it's as easy as it is for you to speak in your native language. So that takes a lot of work. Okay, every single one of those pages, you see them and I'm flipping them, bam. But every single one of those exercises, every single one of them, you have to transpose to all 12 keys. Even if I just stay, let's learn it in 7 or 8 of the most common keys. That's still 7 or 8 times that you have to do the exercise and master it in 7 or 8 different ways. I mean, so one of these little exercises can take you a whole practice session, a whole hour, really. So do the math. Okay, and then I have Ray Brown's bass method. More or less the same thing. This one doesn't go in depth as much as this in theory, as much as just giving you lots and lots of exercises to practice, which of course can drive any man insane after a while. Imagine page after page of that. I love it. I love to practice. I love to learn. But at the same time, I realize after a while, it's like, you know, I'm not really sounding halfway like even the most mediocre of these guys. But I guess it's the attempt that counts. Building walking bass lines. This, I think I could master the whole thing after a while. It just teaches you how to walk. Walking bass. You know, so it teaches you the techniques for that. I'm kind of less than halfway through it, but I think this one is doable at some point, the whole of it. And then we have Jaco. This is a book derived from the video he made in the last few years he was alive. Pretty much stuff that allegedly he practiced when he was learning and so forth, and stuff he recommends that you practice. Most of it very difficult stuff, as it can be expected. But for him, it's like blinking. Jaco Pastorius bass method, written by a student of Jaco. Triads in different inversions all over the neck. Those exercises alone took me weeks. Okay, every single one of them, and that's in the key of C and F. Again, transposed to several different keys. This one pretty much makes you play two scales that are one tritone apart, alternate every degree, like C, F sharp, and it's that exercise took me weeks to master too. I don't think I have it completely down, but at least I can go through it without stopping, without really stopping. And this is just page 18, okay? Shall I keep going? Another Jaco book. This is just songs of his, or parts of them. Insane stuff to learn. Ron Carter. I probably will I don't know that I'll even get to this, but it's good to have to intimidate me. That's just jazz. Let's talk about just rhythm, okay? This book was written by 2 drummers. It doesn't have any actual pitches on it. The whole book is written on a single note because it's all about rhythmic permutations, okay? I haven't gotten past page 14, 15, and it's already making my eyes bulge out of my sockets, okay? Modern Reading Text by Louis Bellson. Odd bass lines, odd meter basics, just playing in other meters other than 4x4, 5, 7s, 8s. It gets real crazy when you start subdividing in 3s. It's a 4-note pattern, but you're accenting every 3rd note and then keeping count of those 5 beats or 7 beats or whatever. It's a pain in the fucking ass. But I'm getting to it. It's pretty advanced stuff. But after much practice, I'm getting the hang of it. And lastly, one of my favorite things in the world is the Latin music. That should be a little bit more in my blood because I'm Hispanic. So Afro-Cuban grooves. This is not extremely super difficult once you get around the syncopation and the clave. And you know, I'm playing against that and so forth. Thank you, Cachao, one of my idols. I've spoken about him. He's my Latin god. So there you have it. That's not even all my books. Those are some of the main ones. I have like 5 or 7 more instructional books. So it's overwhelming. I accept that I'm never gonna be like a fluent jazz player where I can. It's probably never gonna happen. But trying is good enough, I guess. As long as I try, I'm learning. Keep it